It's Madden NFL 23, and all eyes on the versatile Isaiah Simmons, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Cardinals and the Eagles coming up.
Season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taking it, and look at this, right away a loose football, and it's picked up by the Eagles, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field and see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. They go play action with Hurts. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum, but you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Arizona's offense takes the field, and no surprises. The man that's guiding them, the Pro Bowler in his 4th season at the wheel of this offense, Kyler Murray.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The numbers on the ground for Gainwell last week. 15 carries for an even 100 yards.
A great week last week and a game that we will all look back on and say was one of his best of the season. We're not seeing games above 100 yards as much as we used to, so seeing one always leaves you excited, especially to see how you can build on it the following week.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Back to Gainwell here on 2nd down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Throwing is Hurts.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray.
That's to the longtime Eagle great Zach Ertz.
We get a look at what Ertz did receiving-wise last week. 4 catches, 58 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona 1st.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Murray. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Touchdown! Zach Pascal, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. And they'll begin by running the option.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Gainwell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. 23 yards on the play. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Eagles at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A little do-it-yourself run right there. A nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, and now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Pascal. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 14. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position. And only 1 play to score it. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. But it's caught on the right side, it's Smith. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Well, the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Murray now on 1st down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Murray now to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started out in Denver. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Russell Wilson, terrific in the victory, as his guys up their mark to 4-1 now. From there, we make the trip east as we head all the way to Jacksonville to check on the Jags. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. Dameon Pierce, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now out in front here. They've got it 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Gainwell. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Seems like a perpetual search for productive receivers for Philadelphia, but they think that Quez Watkins might be a keeper after his 2021. Earned a starting spot for much of the season and put up over 600 yards while averaging 15 per catch. They're giving the former 6th-rounder another opportunity and seeing if those numbers will keep growing.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Quick slant here to Smith. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down. His big game continues. Already has his 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Looking to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Here's Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They run behind center with Gainwell, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here,
and he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Throwing now is Murray. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
They go play action with Hurts.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards.
And the Eagles are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. After the sack on first down, Murray over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. From the gun on third down, Murray. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Throwing on first down is Murray. Taken in by Pascal out left. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Murray giving to Connor on the option. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hopkins. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw is Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Pascal from 6 yards away. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football. They're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. 1st down, Murray. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Murray trying again after the pick six, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray under pressure. They got him again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
18
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them...
Hurts fumbles it.
And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball?
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's Hurts to throw.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook.
and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world,